briefly introduce myself. We're going to cover a lot of stuff in a short period of time. My name is Marshall Goldsmith. I'm from Kentucky, went to school in Indiana, got a PhD at UCLA. I was a college professor. I was a dean when I was 29 years old. And I've been doing executive education for 30 years. So I do three things. One is I teach classes and give talks. This is what I love doing the most. And I teach inside big companies, and I teach in lots of business schools. And then I write and edit books and articles. And again, please go to my website. It's called MarshallGoldsmithLibrary.com. You can copy, share, download, duplicate, use with any of your friends. I give all my stuff away. I'm a Buddhist. I figure, what the heck, I'm going to die anyway. Might as well do some good here. So you can use any of this stuff. What the heck? Go knock yourself out. One guy said he'd stolen my material. I said, no, you haven't stolen my material. He said, I've stolen your material. I said, you cannot steal what people give you. So you can't. I have a foolproof security system. You can't steal what people give you. So use any of my stuff. I hope it's useful to you. And then I do what's called executive coaching. And my clients are either CEOs or could be CEOs of multi-billion-dollar companies. And my coaching process is highly transferable. So it is a process. I can teach you to do how I do it as well as I do it. And the only thing I do different with my clients is they like me because they all have dinners together and they talk about life. So we all drink fancy booze, get drunk, talk about life, and have a good time. And it's good. And I had a meeting about a year ago with my clients, and the topic was, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? And these are mostly people between 59 and 62 years old. And one guy was 61, and he was a number 2 guy in a big company. And he said, what do you think I ought to do? I said, you're number 2, you're probably not going to be number 1. Your numbers are way up here. You're kicking butt. 2 or 3 years, your numbers go down. They're going to fire you anyway. Leave now. He said, leave and do what? I said, I don't know. Go out and find something exciting to do. For profit, not for profit. About a year ago, he found an exciting new job. He is now the CEO of the Ford Motor Company. Yes, I'm proud of him. He chose to work for a non-profit organization. Yeah. So anyway, my job is great fun. The only hard part of my job is on American Airlines alone, I do have 9.5 million frequent flyer miles. So I'm a mega flyer. Now, what are we going to be talking about? Understand the classic challenges faced by successful leaders. You all are mega successful people, and your very success can make it hard for you to change. So I'm going to talk about some unique challenges of successful people. We're going to practice something today called Feed Forward. I have some good news. My session is not just a lecture. You actually have to work in my program. You're actually going to talk to each other. And by the way, everyone in the room, I'm going to warn you in advance, you're going to pick one area for personal improvement. Each one of you is going to pick one. Now, if you have absolutely nothing to improve, you're going to pretend to have something to improve to make the others feel comfortable. So everybody's going to pick something to do better. We're going to learn a proven process you can develop yourself, how to coach people, and if we have a chance, we'll talk about peer coaching. Now, let's get started. Rate yourself exercise. Well, 85% of all my clients have declared themselves to be in the top 20% of their peer group, 70% in the top 10, and 98% in the top half. The first thing you learn about successful people is successful people are delusional. And the more successful we become, the more delusional we get. And don't feel bad about being delusional. The most realistic people in the world are chronically depressed. Reality is grossly overrated. Delusional is okay. It just makes it hard to hear what we don't want to hear about ourselves. Now, teaching leaders what to stop. Had the privilege of spending over 50 days with Peter Drucker, world's greatest authority on management. He said, we spend a lot of time teaching leaders what to do. We don't spend enough time teaching leaders what to stop. And that's what kind of led to my book. Now, annoying habits that can hold us back. Yes, I tried to meet as many as you as I can, and I'm looking around the room. Yes, I'm looking in your eyes. The first disease of successful people I can see running rampant in this room. What is this problem called? Winning too much. And what does that mean? If it is important, we want to win. Meaningful, we want to win. Critical, we want to win. Trivial, we want to win. Not worth it, we want to win anyway. We like winning. I'm going to give you a case study that 75% of my successful clients fail. Yes, I will predict most of you will fail this case study. And when I say fail, they fail themselves. They say what I would do is the opposite of what I know I should do. Are you ready? You want to go to dinner at restaurant X. Your husband, wife, partner, friend, or significant other wants to go to dinner at restaurant Y. You have a heated argument. You go to restaurant Y. This was not your choice. The food tastes awful. The service is terrible. Option A, critique the food. Point out our partner was wrong. This mistake could have been avoided if only they would have listened to me, 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 me. Option B, shut up. Eat the stupid food. Try to enjoy it and have a nice evening. What would I do? What should I do? 75% of my clients, what would I do? Critique the food. What should I do? Shut up. How many people in the room have ever critiqued the food before? Raise your hands. Food critiquers. Yes, a room filled with food critiquers. Was this a smart thing or a stupid thing? Stupid. And as stupid as it was, yes, it was stupid. I'm going to give you an example now that is so hideously stupid. It will make that one pale by comparison. And yes, I will predict that most of you have done this. Are you ready? You have a hard day at work, a hard day. You come home. Your husband, wife, friend, or partner is there. And the other person says, I had such a hard day today. I had such a tough day. And we reply, you had a hard day. You had a hard day. Do you have any idea what I had to put up with today? Do you think you had a hard day? We are so competitive, we have to prove we are more miserable than the person who lives with us. I give this example in one class. The guy in the back raised his hand. He said, I did that last week. I asked him, I said, what happened? He said, my wife looked at me. She said, honey, you just think you have had a hard day. It's not over. Now, the next problem, a classic problem of smart, successful people, adding too much value. What does this mean? I am young, smart, enthusiastic. I report to you. I come to you with an idea. You think it's a great idea. Rather than saying great idea, our tendency is to say, that's a nice idea. Why don't you add this to it? The quality of the idea may now go up 5%. My commitment to its execution may now go down 50%. It's no longer my idea. Incredibly hard for smart, successful people not to constantly go through life adding value. Have any of you been trained as scientists or engineers before? Oh, this is a particularly bad disease for this group, okay? We get so wrapped up on improving the quality 5%, we may damage the commitment by 50%. And by the way, most of the time we're adding too much value. What are we really doing? Telling the world how smart we are. It's incredibly hard for smart, successful people not to constantly go through life telling the world how smart we are. Does anyone in the room have a PhD? Yes, a particular disease for people with a PhD, right? Yeah, telling the world how smart we are. And the final one on this list is passing judgment. 4 words to be a better coach. Help more, judge less. Now, the good news is everything I teach you today doesn't just apply at work, it applies at home. My favorite clients are stubborn and opinionated people. Are any of you all just a little stubborn or opinionated? And by the way, if we're stubborn and opinionated at work, what are the odds we become excessively open-minded when we go home? Now, the best feedback I got as a coach last year came from a managing partner of Goldman Sachs. This gentleman is worth $300 million. You know what he told me? You helped me become a better father, and you helped me become a better husband. What's that worth? Guy's got $300 million anyway. He gets another $1 million. He ain't gonna get another house. He ain't gonna get another car. And he ain't gonna get another dog. And if he gets another wife, he ain't gonna have $300 million. This is worth a lot. Now, using small amounts of money to create large changes of behavior. Now, for those of you who have seen my book, this is very counterintuitive. I never change the compensation plan. I don't change the performance appraisal system. I don't do any of those fancy things. I use tiny little amounts of money, and it is amazing how well this works to help people change behavior, and I donate all the money to charity. It's amazing how, and this is fun. It's a good thing to do. It's a great coaching tool, and it doesn't hurt anybody. Now, let's see. Have any of you read my book so far? Anybody read the book? Yes. Are most of my clients, would they be women or men? What do you think? Most of them. They're mostly men. Would they be mostly young or old? Old. Would they be mostly poor or rich? Rich. Old, rich men. Yes, most of my clients are old, rich men. Now, there's a common misperception about old rich men. That is, old rich men would not mind losing tiny amounts of money. That would be wrong. They hate losing any money. Watch them play golf. They lie, they cheat, they swear at each other. For what? $5. They hate losing money, and it is amazing how well this helps people change behavior. Now, let me give you some examples. Number one, destructive comments. Have you all been taught we want to create positive relationships across the organization? We want to reach out to our coworkers and develop positive win-win relationships. Have you been taught these things? What happens to the quality of all these positive relationships when we stab our coworkers in the back in front of other people? Does this make it better or worse? Are any of you all here in a corporate headquarters kind of staff job? Anyone? Oh, liars. Somebody is. Well, you're in a staff job, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, yes, yes. Well, think about it. Have any of you gotten into the bad habit of bum rapping your coworkers in front of other people? A very bad habit. Now, I don't want to look like I'm preaching at you. I also get feedback. If you look at my bio, all those glowing reports, none of that feedback came from my staff, and none of it came from my family. In fact, this one report, Wall Street Journal, top 10 consultant in the world. My daughter reads this report. You know what she says? Daddy, I want to go into your field. I said, Kelly, that makes Daddy so proud. Why do you want to go into my field? She said, the standards are low. I never forget the first time I got feedback from my own staff. One item was called avoids destructive comments about other people. What score did I make? 8 percentile. 8. 92% of the people in the world did better than me. And I wrote the test. I go back to my staff and said, staff, overall, I'm proud of my feedback. I feel good about this and this, or something I want to do better. At business, or not bum rapping other people. I teach everyone else not to do that. I said, I've been one of the worst offenders. If you ever hear me make another destructive comment about a person or group, you bring it to my attention. I'm going to pay you $10 on the spot. Then I gave them a pep talk because I thought they'd be embarrassed to ask for the money. Pep talk was unneeded. They tricked me into making nasty comments to pick up the $10. I no more give this dumb talk than our clients call. I said, he wants something you don't want to pay. It's cheap. $10. My partner Tim called us, said, that fool, how do you get a PhD? You don't know anything. $10. By noon, I'm out $50, locked myself in the office and refused to speak to anybody for the rest of the day. First day, it cost me $50. Second day, $30. Third day, $10. Still cost me money. What score did I make on that last time? 4.8 out of a possible 5. What does this teach you? Spend a few $1,000s, you get better. Now, another one I use money is a great one for stubborn people. No, but, however. If somebody talks to you and the first word out of your mouth is no, what'd you say? You're wrong. But or however, what's that mean? Disregard everything that came before this word. This is a terrible habit of stubborn people. So one of my clients, I'm reviewing his feedback report. He says, but Marshall. I said, that's free. If I ever talk to you again, you start a sentence with no but or however, I'm going to fine you $20. He says, but Marshall, 20. No, 40. No, 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 6,800. He lost $420 in an hour and a half. Now, the guy's got a great sense of humor. At the end of an hour and a half, you know what he said? Thank you. He said, I had no idea. It is amazing how much better he got.